So the Jimmy Butler saga does not end. It will not end. And I know we had the Dwight Mayer. It was great, but man, this is the second time Jimmy Butler's pulled his own Dwight Mayer situation. This is the second, maybe the third time you could argue in his career. This is 4 teams that he's flamed out of anyway. Like, even if it hasn't been some of the worst things, this is the 4th time he's flamed out. But we've got Jimmy Buckets right here, who is one of the best players in the world of basketball. He is. Maybe that's going too far. Like, we haven't really seen Jimmy Butler playing properly since was the last time really we saw Jimmy Butler playing properly? We saw him in 2023 playoffs at his peak, I guess. Like, it's the funniest thing is, look, as great as Jimmy Butler has been as a member of the Miami Heat, am I right in saying he has never made the All-Star team for Miami? I need to double check that. But, sorry, he did. In fairness, he made 2 All-Star teams in Miami. And one of those is actually the year they made the finals. But we've now got this right here. Wrong thing to click on. And it's about a source from Jimmy Butler. Or a source from Miami, according to Ramona Shelburne. And this is what they said. Individuals close to the Miami Heat do not want Jimmy Butler to be around the team. I don't know how he can come back to this locker room. We don't want him back. While Heat source said expect Butler to return Friday against the Nuggets, they are fully prepared for him to play. There remains a palpable dread of what he might do and the environment and ongoing chaos he might create. I don't know how he can come back to this locker room. One source close to the team said another, we don't want him back. And I mean, the Miami Heat just went 3-3 on a road trip. Could have been 4-2 if they just held on in that Lakers game. Fair play to LeBron for closing that one out. But the Miami Heat are still above 500. They're still looking okay. Set him free. Why would you keep a player that doesn't want to play for you? Send him where? Because every player's under contract. Hard to get rid of him in his contract. Send him where? Set him free. Send him to Phoenix. It is literally impossible. I'm not joking. I think the Miami Heat would send Jimmy Butler to Phoenix tomorrow if they didn't have to take on that dumb Bradley Beal contract. Like, if Bradley Beal didn't have a no-trade clause, if the Phoenix Suns did not trade for a bad asset with a no-trade clause in Bradley Beal, we'd be looking at this whole situation completely differently. We would. And I mean that. We would be looking at this entire situation differently. Because if there was no-trade clause, then you've got a situation where Jimmy's just gone because they can trade Bradley Beal to someone. There are teams that would take Bradley Beal. Like, I think someone like the Pistons might take Bradley Beal because Bradley Beal does make the Pistons better in the short term, and the Pistons have been so bad for so long that they have to kind of be they have to go for it. They really do have to go for it. So that's one of the important things again when it comes to Beal, when it comes to Butler, is that it is literally a case. The only reason he's not playing for the Suns is because of the no trade clause from Bradley Beal. It says here things are going to get spicy and awkward if he doesn't get moved by February the 6th. The whole Jimmy Butler saga is a mess thanks Pat Riley doesn't want to extend Jimmy. Obviously, publicly argue with Jimmy. That is Jimmy's fault. I'm sorry, if you are going to shit talk another team while sitting on a bench and your owner's telling you to stop, that is Jimmy's fault. Jimmy lost his joy playing basketball. You're getting me $50 million. Suspends Jimmy for 7 games. Jimmy Butler was pretending to be sick, according to Tim Hardaway Sr. Unable to trade Jimmy. Yes, unable to trade Jimmy because Jimmy's agent has basically said that he doesn't want to go anywhere and he will refuse to re-sign anywhere other than Phoenix. Now Jimmy's returning and team morale is low. Bro is washed. I'm sorry, Pat Riley, if you think Pat Riley's wrong, what did you want Pat Riley to do? And I mean this, what do you want Pat Riley to do? The only thing Pat Riley can do right now that to help Jimmy Butler is by taking Bradley Beal's contract. And if Pat Riley takes Bradley Beal's contract with no assets, if he needs to get, the 2031 pick is not enough to get off Jimmy Butler, by the way. You need Jimmy Butler and you need that and find a way to get Ryan Dunn. Find a way to get Ryan Dunn. If you want Jimmy Butler, fine. You're giving us Ryan Dunn. If we're taking Bradley Beal, which is a dumb trade anyway, we are taking Ryan Dunn too. We're taking him because he's a perfect player, and we're taking your 2031 pick. Like, that's the only reason, the way that they will take Bradley Beal. If there's a way of doing that. Jimmy Butler and Pat Riley saying there's tensions high in Miami. Reports suggest within the Heat don't want Jimmy Butler back. The bridge is crispy, no coming back. Issue is Jimmy can come back, but will he play like a top 25 player? When was the last time Jimmy Butler played like a top 25 player? I mean this. He played like a top 25 player. He was not very good in the finals in 2023. He was not that good. He was good in the conference finals. I'll give him that. For the first 3 games. He was the reason. Jimmy was the reason they didn't close it out in 6, by the way. I know Derek White hit that circus shot, but like, they would have closed it out in 6 if Jimmy was even competent in that game. Jimmy Butler was unbelievable against the Milwaukee Bucks in round 1 of the playoffs. But like, Jimmy Butler has had, like, he's been brilliant in the playoffs. Don't get it wrong, but like, it's not like he was unbelievable up until the finals in 2020. And he had two unbelievable games in the playoffs in 2020. People were like, he carried them to the finals. Goran Dragic was their best scorer. Bam Adebayo was the defensive anchor, and Tyler Hero was their best player going into the finals. Like, the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler was there, and Jimmy Butler was unbelievable in the finals. He was the best player in the finals, but until the finals, he was not one of the 3 best players on the Miami Heat team in that playoff run. Obviously, 2022. And in 2021, let's not forget, he was outscored by Bryn Forbes against the Bucks. Then in 2022, unbelievable, almost got them to the NBA Finals. Give him credit there. 2023, got them through Milwaukee. The whole team really stepped up in the next couple of series, and him and Caleb Martin were the reason they got the finals. In the finals, they just got blitzed, and it didn't play in the playoffs last year. We are literally saying Jimmy Butler, as a 35-year-old, deserves a double, like, he's getting all this thing because, 1, he doesn't play in the regular season. He literally doesn't care about the regular season. 2, he's had about 4 good playoff series for Miami. About 4 good playoff series in however many years. What, 5 years? 6. This is 6th season. In 6 seasons, he's had 4 good playoff series. That's not enough. Like, that's not enough for Pat Riley to overpay you for no reason at 35. But anyway, yeah, that is the video. I don't know what the hell's going to happen. I looked at the betting odds. It is almost a certainty. Like, it is almost a certainty that he's not playing for the Heat. Like, it's something like the odds have it basically guaranteed he goes to the Suns, but at this stage, maybe Bradley Beal will just go to a team like the Pistons rather than come off the bench for the Suns, because that's the only way this is going to happen. And let's be real, this is not anymore about Jimmy. This is not about Pat Riley. Whether or not this trade happens, whether or not Jimmy Buckets is on the Heat or not, or is on the Suns, has nothing to do with Pat Riley. It's nothing to do with Miami. It is all to do with Bradley Beal.